Hey, welcome to Tokenomics. And today we want to walk you through Centrifuge, an ICO happening on Coinlist on the 26th of May. And shout out to all our viewers, subscribers, and commenters. And with that said, I will hand it over to Zach, who's going to tell us more about Centrifuge.
In the immortal words of Daniel Craig in the cult classic Layer Cake, the art of good business is being a good middleman. And Centrifuge certainly is trying to follow that dictum to the letter. Centrifuge solves problems for both companies and investors. Investors get to stake their money and earn decent interest rates, which traditional banks currently do not offer. And businesses, particularly SMEs, get access to capital they wouldn't, thus solving liquidity issues many of them have. So you could, I suppose, describe Centrifuge as a business finance company, providing loans for businesses in exchange for titles in their real-world assets. This is done by issuing an ERC20 token that represents a fraction of the collateral, which can then be used in decentralized lending protocols like MakerDAO. Centrifuge pools money together from DeFi and then it's loaned out to businesses. And I can hear you say, but what if these businesses don't pay? There's a thing called a special purpose vehicle, and although this may sound complicated, it's just an entity that is created to hold the titles to the collateral and can be used to recover funds in the event of non-payment. Collateral can take many forms. It can be invoices, land, buildings, machinery, etc. There are underwriters who value this, and Centrifuge uses TinLake. TinLake is an open smart contract-based marketplace. It's been around quite a while. It's on version 3. And they're doing an ICO, and we kind of wondered, like, if they've already got a working product and it's making money, why do an ICO? So we asked in the Telegram, and we got the reply, it's good marketing. And it also increases their total value locked in from 13 million to over 30 million. And this drastically increases their ability to do business. Currently, TinLake has 9 pools with 7 that are oversubscribed. So there's lots there. And Centrifuge chain is what bridges Ethereum and Polkadot's ecosystems, bringing the DeFi liquidity from both to the real world assets on TinLake. And speaking of real world assets, I'm going to pass you on to the real world numbers of Centrifuge with Ian.
Yeah, thanks for that, Zach. And I think that was an interesting comment on Telegram. That, you know, one of the main motivations behind this ICO was actually to just increase that total value locked. So obviously they're not struggling to do business on the other side of the fence in terms of finding companies to finance, and that really the challenge lies in ensuring that the liquidity providers within DeFi are there to do so. In terms of the token distribution, there's 425 million tokens, and instantly when you look at this, what sticks out is that the foundation endowment is a lot smaller than many other projects we've looked at. This is mitigated by the fact that 3% of tokens will be minted each year. And however, Centrifuge have said that this will actually be offset by, you know, the burning of tokens through gas and transaction fees. It's also encouraging to see that most tokens have long-term lockups. For instance, the core team members have a 48-month lockup and then a 12-month cliff. Core contributors and initial backers have a linearly unlocking system done monthly for 1 year starting in July 2021. The only ones that don't have lockups are the rewards distributed. So yeah, interesting as well, I suppose, that this community sale size at 9.5% is a little bit larger than what we have seen in some other projects, but it is explained by the fact that they really want to increase this total value locked, and, you know, I guess as well demonstrate to the people that buy the tokens and lock it up that there's rewards to be had through staking, which we'll see over the lockup period. So if we look at the total backers of the project at 17.1%, it appears that this is the result of the 2 venture rounds held in 2018 and 2019, participated in by various investment funds, Blue Yard Capital, Mosaic Ventures, Semantic Ventures. In these rounds, though, what's interesting is that they paid 7.5 million for 17% of the total supply, which would appear to be 72 million-ish tokens. And in the ICO, we're paying 18 million for 9.5%. So the institutions basically, it would appear, paid 10 cents per token thereabouts. And we, on average, between the 2 options on Coinlist and the TinLake whitelist, are going to pay 45 cents. So that's actually quite encouraging to see that it's only a 4.5x rise since then. We're not paying, you know, hundreds of times what the venture capitalists did, which can often be the case in these projects, and as was the case with Definity, like they 150x from the earliest investment round to later investment rounds. So that's just good to know and a good number to keep in mind. So here in the token release schedule, the important thing to note is that the 100% figure we see in 2031 is actually representative of 800 million RAD and not the 425 million we saw in the earlier snapshot. The majority of these will be used as rewards to incentivize people to participate in the network, with a small amount being reserved for the development fund. Centrifuge have said that these extra tokens in circulation will actually be offset by the burning of tokens for transaction fees, so we won't see an excessive amount of supply coming into the market.
Yo, Ian, thanks for that. That was very useful. And so let's get straight into this. How can you get involved in the Centrifuge ICO? If you want to support our channel and you need to still sign up for Coinlist, use the link below. There's a little bonus attached. When you're logged into your Coinlist account and verified your email, you will land on this page, which has a dashboard on the top of the navigation. And you immediately spot the Centrifuge sales registration is now open tile. You just click on that one. You get to a sales page, you scroll down, you see the options. There's a minimum purchase of $100, a maximum purchase of $500 for 2 options. There are 2 options, one is short-term and one is long-term. If you really believe in a project long-term, you can select that option, which lock your tokens in for a longer period of time. But if you just want to do a short-term investment or just want to see what's going to happen in the upcoming months, you can select option 2. However, you can also select both options, which I would recommend because it's not guaranteed to get an allocation. So that would increase your chance. When you register for one of these options, you will see that there are some ineligible countries like Canada, China, and United States. Unfortunately, they cannot participate. And then the second thing you have to remember is that you will have to do a KYC. You will have to create a selfie. You will have to send your documents, etc. Then one thing you might be wondering is, do I need to fund my account, or how does the purchase work? Well, the good thing about Coinlist is you don't have to fund your account prior to the sale. You can do that in the aftermath, and usually they give you a few days for that to sort out. So that's a nice little thing from Coinlist.
Nice, Robin.
Yeah, good.
What do we think? Are we going to buy this ICO? Which option would you go for? Zach, what do you think?
I definitely am gonna try buy this ICO. I'd like option 1, which unlocks in the middle of July. To be honest with you, either option is great, but like I think just having more control over your assets is better, and that'll happen in the middle of July if you get option 1. And I just don't think this bear market or this bull market is going to go on for like whatever 2 years. So yeah, I'm just super wary of that. So yeah, I'd much prefer option 1. What about you, Ian?
Yeah, on the balance of it, I would prefer option 1. I know you have to pay a bit more per token. I suppose the attractive thing about option 2 is that it does start releasing at the same date as option 1, but linearly over 2 years. So kind of an average of whatever 4-ish% per month over 2 years. And the fact that it's cheaper, right, is attractive too. So you do have a chance if you want to cash in on some gains to do that, and also to hold some on the long term. So yeah, I mean, slight preference for option 1, but honestly, I'll take what I can get. I like this project a lot, and I think even if a bear market does come in, I know obviously it will affect the price and the token price of this, but I don't see this project disappearing. I'm hopeful that this will be a project that we still see here in 5, 8, 10 years. Robin?
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I like option 1 as well, even though it's a bit more expensive, just because you have access to it quite soon, and that gives you freedom. However, I really like this project too, and I don't see this project going anywhere, because connecting real world assets with crypto just means that crypto is not going anywhere. So I wouldn't mind any of the options, but yeah, obviously if you would tell me which one to pick, I would go with option 1, just because it gives me a bit more freedom. So yeah, I would definitely sign up for both options and see what happens.
Yeah, take what you can get on Coinlist at the minute. their returns are generally doing okay right now.
Yeah.
So guys, thanks a million for watching. If you made it this far, we very much appreciate it. Drop us a sub, and if there's something you want changed about the videos, or if there's another topic that you want to see, like the Definity video, we dropped that video, did the work because someone in the comment section mentioned it, and we, you know what I mean, did the research and thought this might be cool. Like, we want the channel to be decentralized. It's your channel, so tell us what you want. Like, we'll read every comment. We respond to 99% of comments, and yeah, just let us know what you want. So cheers, appreciate it if you made it this far, and good stuff, lads. Enjoy doing that with you.
Thanks,
Cheers.
everyone.
Cheers, boys.
See you on Coinlist.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.